I don't think any football fan, I don't think anybody, any football manager, any player watching that at home is sitting there thinking, yeah, I think that's a red card.
If I talk about referee, I'm going to get in very, very big trouble.
It's a shocking decision, absolutely shocking decision.
And then on the red card, he said again that Calvert-Lewin had thrown his arm into the face of Lisandro Martinez, who was then struggling for balance and grabbed what he could, was effectively what Michael Carragher was saying. And it wasn't given on the field by Paul Tierney, but John Brooks in VAR spotted something amiss and intervened and sent Paul Tierney off to the screen. Michael Carragher said it was a shocking decision, one of the worst that I've ever seen. The handbook, which the referees go by, Roy, says that a red card if it's clearly pulling the hair of an opponent with force. And that's the question there. Do you see force?
Yeah, obviously I can try and see it from both sides. We're looking at the laws of the game here. And when you class this as violent conduct, as ex-players, that seems really harsh. But we've seen other players. Was it Keane got sent off for Everton?
I thought that was really harsh. Yeah,
Keane got sent off.
Season, yeah.
So it is harsh, but if we're looking at the laws of the game, and if that's what it's been seen by VAR, obviously then shown to the referee, then you have to accept it. You're obviously not going to agree with it. You're going to, as Carragher is, he's disappointed with it. But we've seen it happen before the season.
What do you think, Jamie?
I go back a couple of years. I hope I've got this right, but I think it was Cucurella had something from a corner or a set piece. Was it Romero?
Yeah.
And it almost, I don't think anything happened to Romero because it almost felt like the officials didn't quite know what to do. And I don't know if he got a yellow card, but he certainly didn't get sent off. And it almost felt from that period, it was like, hang on, if this happens, this is a red card. And that for me is 100% right. If someone really pulls someone here like that, I think we've saw a situation with was it Gusto as well? Someone got sent off, I think, pulling Gusto's hair maybe a year or so ago. So it's everybody knows almost what the rule is now, pulling someone's hair. But I thought the Michael Keane on this season was not a red card, and I actually think that was softer. And he's going for the ball. Calvert-Lewin hasn't done nothing wrong. He's putting his arm out again, and he's almost just grappling, and he's just trying to grab onto something. You know, he's just caught the back of his head. It could have been his shirt, could have been anything, and he's literally got it. I think for about half a second, the back of his hair bun. And what Roy said there, we've just looked at the rule. A hair pulls a red card, and we all agree with that. Certainly the guidance, but Howard Webber, we speak to probably 2 or 3 times a season. Comes up with a line on certain situations that I actually like. Sometimes it's not about just the rule book, it's actually what does the game want. I don't think any football fan, I don't think anybody, any football manager, any player watching that at home is sitting there thinking, yeah, I think that's a red card. I think everybody in the game is looking at that and thinking, oh, come on, that is not a red card, behave yourself.
Because we're looking at a striker and a centre half having a battle as well with each other, and we like that part of the game. Obviously, technical stuff was brilliant, but when they're having a good old battle, you're thinking, yeah, just get on with it. And that's what it seemed like today between the two players, and it just seems a bit harsh to be fair.
The second half, when Leeds United were 2-0 up, and Manchester United's challenge down to 10 men, just 56 minutes into the game. Lisandro Martinez, after the intervention of VAR and John Brooks, Edwin, for violent conduct, pulling the hair of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. What do you make of this?
Yeah, of course it's not nice. You can't do it. He's really grabbing for it. But I find a red card harsh for for that. Like it's for me it would be a yellow. It's probably in the books and everything, the rules. It's violent conduct is a red card. But that it's not nice. But yellow card is fine.
Yeah, I mean, Edwin summed it up really. It's in the rules that it's red. What can you do? What can the referee do? He gets made aware of it. He doesn't see it in normal time. I didn't see it in normal time. Not many people did, I'm sure. But then when you look at it, he does grab his hair. He does pull it. It is in the rule book.
And the players know those rules.
And the players know that. In fact, is that the third one this season? I think there's certainly been Michael Keane got sent off for Everton for doing it. Pretty sure it's the third one. But anyway, everybody knows that it's a red card. So as much as I understand what Edwin's saying, a yellow card, it doesn't feel the worst crime in the world. It's not like he's broken his leg or something. I don't know what the referee can do other than give him a red card.
How many games suspension will this be?
It's violent conduct. It'll be 3.
Will be 3?
Yeah, which is double pain.
Top of whatever, a red card.
Harry Maguire's coming back, but it's no consolation for Martinez, is it?
No.
There was a moment as well when Martinez was sent off. He was shown a red card. How was that explained to you?
I'm not talking about the referee. If I talk about the referee, I'm going to get in very, very big trouble because the rules are different for everyone and apply different for everyone. The difference in the yellow cards, you can also see it. So it's better that I don't say anything.
It's a shocking decision, absolutely shocking decision. The arm in the face of Lisandro to start with, he gets an arm in the face, so he's kind of off balance and they're kind of off grappling. He almost just goes to touch him and grab his shirt, and he ends up catching his ear and touches the back of his ear, and the bobble comes out, and you get a red card for it. It's not aggressive, there's no jolt, there's no tug, there's no sudden movement. He kind of touches it and glances through it, and just got to be careful where the game's going if we give him red cards for that. But then you can do 2 arms in the face, the red card, and the first goal, and that's deemed alright. It's a shocking decision, absolutely shocking decision. The red card, I mean, that's I have to say, that's really concerning if that's going to be a sending off. I know he touched his hair, you can't deny he touched his hair. There's a difference between touching somebody the way he has and brushed his hair to actually really aggressively tugging on it, which certainly we've seen at certain points where there's a real kind of emphasis to. It's really concerning, I have to say.
Vidic, known for his no-nonsense defensive style, dismissed the incident as something that would have been considered routine physical contact during his playing days. From his perspective, the game has shifted too far away from its traditionally robust nature, penalizing actions that once went unnoticed. Similarly, Ferdinand criticized the decision as excessively harsh, arguing that modern football has become overly sensitive and that such minimal contact should not warrant a dismissal. Both players' responses reflect a wider sentiment among ex-professionals who believe that defensive play is being increasingly restricted. A key reason why many consider the red card unfair lies in the perceived lack of genuine violence. While the rules classify hair pulling as a potential red card offense, critics argue that intent and force must be taken into account. In this case, Martinez's action appeared more instinctive than malicious, occurring in the heat of a physical contest, rather than as a deliberate act of aggression. The minimal nature of the contact has led many to question whether the punishment matched the offense.
The law is written in a way that forces this decision via the VAR review, because that's the only way I can justify. Because I'm with you. That's not a red card. That's not violent. No, that's not violent. What do you mean violent? That's violent. The word violent has lost all meaning. I don't understand what violent is if that's violent. Lisandro Martinez was like, what? Wait a second, I didn't pull?
Dude,
he's like, maybe I touched it, but I didn't pull.
I wouldn't have survived VAR because I broke 46 fingers in my career. That's violent, okay? That was intentional, and if you pulled my shirt too many times, that's what happened to you. So sorry, not sorry.